What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Dougie Fresh, back at it again with another video. It's my first time doing a top 30 on YouTube. I already shared my list on a Twitch live stream. I don't know why I struggle to say Twitch, but since then I have modified my list and we've got new chapters. So this is my final top 30 for 2021. I plan on doing one of these every year because, you know, I look up to Brago. He's like one of the people that made me want to make a YouTube channel. So I think every year I'm gonna do a top 30 just like how he does it. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video and you agree with my top 30, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment whether you agree or disagree or whose spots you would change. But anyway, just let's have some fun, man. It's just a one-piece top 30 video. Don't have to take it that seriously. If you do, then that's your problem. Anyways, let's just start off nice. Number 30, I have the former warden of Impel Down, the Poison Man Magellan. I feel like Magellan, he is a character. He gets his respect in the community, to be honest. So I think he deserves a 30 spot. His Devil Fruit is very strong, and we don't know how Haki will protect you from his poison. So until we find that out, I'm putting him as 30. So that's about all I gotta say for Magellan. I feel like I don't have to justify that too much. Number 29, we have Boa Hancock, the Empress of Amazon Lily. Again, I don't think I need to explain this one too much. Boa, she's a pretty strong combatant. She has Conqueror's Haki. I know everybody and their mom has Advanced Conqueror's or Conqueror's Coding, whatever you call it. But who knows? The Warriors of Amazon Lily are very adept at using Haki. So I think she deserves a 29 spot. She was also a Warlord of the Sea. Kobe's definitely not going to beat her. But honestly, just need to see some more from her. But I think she at least deserves a number 29 spot. Number 28, I have the father of Usopp, the deadbeat sniper, Yasopp. Now, for Shanks' crew, I really don't like placing them that much, but there's a lot of characters on top 30 we don't know too much about. So I just put Yasopp at 28. I feel like that's not too controversial, but I'll just move on. Number 27, I have Lucky Roo. He is stated to be the combatant of the Red Hair Pirates. So, you know, he be getting down. I don't know how he moves so fast because of how big he is, but I'm really excited to see him fight eventually in the story. But for now, I put him at 27. So we're going to move on to my 26th spot, and that is Don Quixote, Heavenly Demon, Doflamingo. Now, I know some people might be tight about me putting Doflamingo over Shanks' crew, but like I said, I don't know enough about those guys. And this list is really mostly like around, I would say, second commander tier combatants and up. So I mean, like in terms of someone being above somebody, it doesn't mean that the person below them can't beat them, but that's just where I have him. I have Doflamingo at 26. I feel like he has shown the capabilities to be a first commander level fighter, and if you don't agree with that, I feel like he's with Sanji, like he's a low-key first commander tier fighter. Well, Sanji's not really low-key, but neither of them are really low-key, to be honest. But I feel like Doflamingo, he went through a lot and he still put up a good fight against Luffy. So I think he deserves his number 26 spot. So for number 25, I'm going with the Oni Princess Yamato. What goodness. I'm going with the Oni Princess Yamato. I don't know why it was so hard for me to say that. But I feel like Yamato, this is a pretty good spot for her. You know, she has Conqueror's Coding or Advanced Conquerors, like I said, whatever you want to call it. She has a mythical Devil Fruit. She has her like ice abilities, and she was holding off Kaido. Even though she wasn't getting beat to sleep, she was still holding off Kaido. And she has that Oni durability. But honestly, just need to see some more from Yamato. Haven't seen her, you know, fight anybody 1v1 and win. So that's all I have to say about that. Now for number 24, I have Blackleg Sanji. I feel like Sanji this year, he definitely earned a spot on this list. Sanji was going crazy in these recent chapters. I thought the raid suit was going to be his like power up and that was going to be good enough, but nope. Sanji has a whole shebang. He has the exoskeleton, he can heal himself, and now he has white flames. So I feel like that's just too much, and that's why I say Sanji is like a first commander tier combatant, because that is That is a lot for one person. And yeah, and he can move so fast that Queen couldn't even see him, so he's basically invincible. But let's move on to number 23 spot. We have King, Kaido's right hand man. I was not impressed by King for a lot of Wano because he just really wasn't doing anything, and I'm glad Oda let him show out during the Zoro fight, especially these last 2 chapters. He was going crazy, and I love seeing it. His flames, very impressive. Zoro even said they're like magma, so I don't know how that works, but yeah, I feel like King has earned his number 23 spot. And of course, King is at 23 like LeBron, bro. I just noticed that. I didn't even do that on purpose. Anyways, moving on to the 22nd spot, I have Roronoa Zoro, Marimo, Mosshead, whatever you want to call him. Like Sanji, I feel like Zoro earned his spot this year. He earned that number 22 spot. With him being able to use Enma more efficiently than he could before, I feel like he's only going up from here. Even with the capacity he can use it at now, I feel like that's enough to put him at 22, because he is over King because he beat him. He's over Sanji now because he's using Enma more efficiently. So yeah, Zoro's 22. Now for number 21, we have Eustace Captain Kid. I know some people might get upset about that, but I feel like Kid has earned his spot as well. You know, he has impressed me this year. He didn't do as much as I wanted him to or thought he was going to do, but he still impressed me. He has a Devil Fruit Awakening. He's one of the only 2 people we've seen damage Big Mom, and he's still fighting Big Mom currently. So I feel like that's enough to put him at number 21. And speaking of people fighting Big Mom and injuring Big Mom, my number 20 spot is Law. Law, his Devil Fruit, very OP, and he has been using it consistently throughout Wano, and he has not once mentioned stamina problem or how tired he is, except maybe when he uses Awakening, but that's Awakening. So I feel like Law, he's been pretty impressive, and I think he solidly earns that number 20 spot. So let's move on to number 19. And honestly, I feel like this might be a little high for this person, but I just have high hopes for him, and I think he has story significance. So number 19 is Sabo. Not much to say about Sabo. First commander. He has Marimara no Mi. He can use advanced armament hockey. But other than that, like I said, not too much to say. So let's just move on. Number 18. Again, Shiryu. Not much to say about Shiryu. He is the first commander on Blackbeard's crew. He has the invisibility fruit. We'll just have to see what that all means when he fights Zoro. But for now, Shiryu is number 18. So number 17, we have Marco, somebody we can actually talk about. Marco, he impressed me this year. He held off King and Queen, even though, you know, he didn't really damage him like that, but, you know, whatever. He still held them off, very impressive. He was kind of just an MVP throughout all of Wano, and he was not scared of Big Mom. He was ready to fight Big Mom. So I think Marco is up there with the top cream of the crop of the first commanders. So number 16, we have Ben Beckman. Not much to say about Ben. Shanks' right-hand man. That's about all I got for you. Now let's talk about somebody who I will never get tired of talking about. That is the demigod himself, Charlotte Katakuri, for number 15. You know, Katakuri to this day, one of the most impressive One Piece characters. His future sight was incredible. His Devil Fruit usage, incredible. He has Awakening, and he is just that guy. Like, he's just that guy. There's nothing else to say. Number 15, Charlotte Katakuri. Let's move on. 14, we have the Dark King, Silvers Rayleigh. Now, when it comes to these older characters, it's very tough for me. The only reason I gave Rayleigh the edge over all these other characters is because he has the clout of being Roger's right-hand man. And yes, even though his strength has declined, I give him that experience edge over even Katakuri, because I love Katakuri, but I'm trying not to be biased. I'm trying to just think about it honestly and how I feel. So I put Rayleigh at number 14. And we also don't know exactly how crazy his hockey usage is. And he was stumping Kizaru at Sabaody. So that's where I put Rayleigh. Now for number 13, I have the man, the myth, the legend. No, hold on. Okay, I'm going to switch it up. So for number 13, I have Green Bull. Not much to say about Green Bull. He's an admiral. That's about it. For number 11, or not number 11, my bad. For number 12, I have Fujitora. Like Fujitora, he's an admiral. He has a gravity fruit. All that's cool, but he just hasn't been that impressive to me. So I'm gonna just put him at 12. And the man who was originally number 13 but is now number 11 is Monkey D. Garp. I just put him over the other two because we haven't seen much from them. But yeah, Garp, a lot of clout. He helped Roger fight the Rocks Pirates. He was fighting Roger consistently, and obviously he's gotten weaker over time, but I think it still makes sense to put him at 11 because Garp is just that dude. Like Rayleigh, we don't know how crazy his hockey usage is, but I feel like it has to be pretty crazy. I'm not sure if Garp has Conqueror's hockey. It would make sense for him to have it, but either way, I think Garp deserves the number 11 spot. So, number 10, I have Kizaru, the light man, the lazy man, the man who was not scared of Ben Beckman. I don't know why people keep trying to push this narrative. He did not care that Ben Beckman was there. But, you know, originally, I was of the mind that the Yonko and Admirals are equal. Like, there's no way. But, you know, as I started talking to people more and arguing more, I was like, you know, I really can't justify this with what we've seen in the story, especially with somebody like Kizaru. Like, whether we like to admit it or not, he was being held back by Rayleigh and Sabaody. He was so upset he couldn't get past Rayleigh that he just locked up a bunch of random pirates. He didn't catch a single supernova. But it's not to say that he's not impressive. The Admirals are still impressive, but they just haven't been Yonko impressive. So that is why he's at the spot he's at. Now for number 9, we have the Iceman, Aokiji. Haven't seen much from him, but he is an admiral and he did fight with the Kainu for 10 days. So I feel like that is enough to earn his spot. Curious to see what he does next when he pops up in the story, but that is number 9. Now let's move on to number 8. We have the man who had an exponential jump from the beginning of Wano to where we are now. That is Monkey D. Luffy, my Pirate King. Luffy has definitely earned this spot. He was going hard this year. He unlocked Advanced Conquerors and was whooping Kaido. He has been fighting Kaido in his base form, and Kaido's in hybrid form. Like, I know they're both tired, Kaido probably more than Luffy, but I don't really care to argue about that or talk about that. Either way, Luffy has been massively impressive this year, and that is why he has earned the number 8 spot. And for number 7, I have the Red Dog, Akainu. Akainu, he was impressive at Marineford, even though he was getting rocked up by Whitebeard, still impressive. He fought Aokiji for 10 days. You know, Haki blooms in tough situations, so of course my guy's Haki bloomed, and it's been 2 years, and he's the Fleet Admiral. You know that boy's stronger, so that's why I gotta give Akainu number 7. I feel like he's the closest admiral to the Yonko. For number 6, somebody I have almost nothing to say about, Dragon. Don't know like anything about Dragon besides he has a Wind Devil fruit, but he is the most dangerous man in the world according to world government. He probably has the highest bounty in the story, so that's why Dragon is at number 6. And number 5, we're getting in the top 5 people. We have Big Mom. I really like Big Mom, but I think it just makes more sense for the characters that I have over her to be over her. It was kind of the way she got damaged by Kid and Law. It was cool for them, but just having the fodder like scream out, "Oh, Mama got damaged," it was kind of whack. But other than that, you know, Big Mom, she's a Yonko. She deserves to be in the top 5. So number 5 is Big Mom. Now for number 4, I have Mr. Mihawk, man. I think Mihawk, he's a character that a lot of people they don't sleep on him, but they just don't give him the respect he deserves. Mihawk is comparable to Shanks, and honestly, you could swap out Mihawk for Shanks on my list, and I would not be mad at all. I'm sure Mihawk has Conqueror's Haki and Advanced Conqueror's Haki / Conqueror's Coding, so that is why he's on number 4. Mihawk is just basically a Yonko without a crew. Let's move on to number 3, Marshall D. Teach, Blackbeard. Blackbeard has two of the strongest Devil Fruits in the story. He has probably the strongest Logia, and he has one of the strongest Paramecias. Do I need to say any more? This man is going to be a problem for Luffy and anybody else that he fights. And that is why Blackbeard is number 3. Now, my top 2, I'm sure you can guess. Number 2, Shanks. Red hair, one-armed Shanks. Shanks probably has a crazy hockey game because he's a hockey man, as people like to call him. He's also a swordsman too, but he's a hockey man, swordsman, whatever. Either way, I'm sure his hockey's crazy. I can't wait to see him fight in the story, but don't have too much to say. Don't really know that much about him. Shanks is number 2. And for number 1, I'm sure you guessed it, the strongest creature in the world, Kaido. Kaido, he was also very impressive this year. Just fighting multiple people just in succession, acting like a true video game boss. But yeah, not much else to say, man. Kaido, he deserves a spot. He's a big ass dragon, Oni hybrid dragon monster, and he has the title of World's Strongest Creature, so can't argue with that. Anyways, that has been my One Piece top 30. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, make sure to drop a like. Leave a comment, like I said before, about my list. Follow me on the social medias. It has been your boy Dougie Fresh, and I'm out.